Okay. Thank you, Professor Subramaniam.
It is my privilege.
Okay. Thanks to all faculty for coming to the lecture. So now we'll start. I'll share the screen.
Yes.
That host, you have to give me host.
Yeah, give us. Sorry. Now you can send.
No, yeah, it has not yet activated. Anyhow, came.
Yeah.
Now you can see the screen, I think. Huh?
Yeah.
Now you can see the screen?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. It is visible to us, sir.
It is visible, and then you can listen to me also. You can listen to me properly, no problem?
Yes, sir. You can try it, sir.
Okay. So what is the plan today is to talk on linearization technique for nonlinear differential equation and application. So nonlinear boundary value problem for ODEs as well as PDEs, you can linearize by using... Everything is okay?
Okay, sir. You can carry on, sir.
So for nonlinear ODE, PDE that constitute boundary value problem, 2-point boundary value problem mainly we are talking. So those things we can linearize and then we can solve. Now here the idea is we are using this technique. I'll explain this technique. So quasi-linearization method can be used as generalization of Newton-Raphson approach. It is just a Newton-Raphson type method using Taylor series and for functional equation. So our problem is nonlinear 2-point boundary value problem for ODE or PDE, whatever it is. You can solve using finite difference and this linearization technique combination. So first what it is done is nonlinear differential equation is replaced by an iterative sequence of linear equation. That means one nonlinear differential equation is replaced by a sequence of linear, not one linear equation. So by a sequence of linear equation, this linear equation at each iteration is changing. So we are improving the linear equation also, so that it closely approximates the nonlinear differential equation. So if you have two equations, then two sequence of linear differential equation, coupled equation, you will have two sequence of linear differential. So mainly we are generating a sequence of solution. This sequence is monotone sequence and they are bounded. So it will converge to the solution. And that is the same idea in your Newton-Raphson method also. They are approximating a sequence of solution or roots. So when the gradient is magnitude less than 1, then Newton-Raphson method converts. So similar things is here also. So now how to do this? And each iteration step, now you have a linear system, so you can solve. You replace by difference equation, get a linear system. So mainly how to do that method. Now here it is a second order vector system is given. So this is just second order, we have taken a simple form. We can have any arbitrary form also, but if you take this form, then here Z is a vector. There are so many variables Z1, Z2, Zm. So the solution vector are this, and Xi is the independent variable. We are talking about ODE here. So Xi is the independent variable like this. Now this looks little complicated. I'll explain with a simple one. So main idea is this. This is a Z is a vector. So you have a set of equation. second order coupled equation. Okay, that can be done this way. Now this you remember. What I do is I have written in pen for one equation. One equation very easy to understand. Just a Taylor series expansion. So now I'll change the slide and I'll go to one equation. I have kept in the same PDF file, no need to worry. I'll only move fast, no need to see. You will. This is a vector system. Instead of that, I am going to scalar system, which is written in hand for your understanding only. So I'll go fast. I'll skip this. In between, I inserted some system. Yeah. Now you see this one with this one. Now it is visible clearly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to somebody response. Okay. So now you take a simple case. This is by handwritten I have taken. Now it is very easy to understand. I have one equation phi x, y, y dash. So this is a second order general system. X is independent variable, y is dependent variable. Second order system. This is a 2 point is given, 2 point boundary. If you want one particular example, we'll show you. Example is there actually. Later you can see. It can be y double dash plus y dash square is equal to 26. So any phi can take any form. So this phi can take any form. Okay.
हाँ शर्मा जी नमस्कार बहुत बढ़िया
So phi can take any form. Now what you do?
नहीं अभी नहीं अभी क्या काम
Kapil Kumar,
जी सर
mute your mic and speak.
So now for this is OD. You can have different example like phi can be y double dash plus 5y dash is equal to 6x, anything. So phi is an arbitrary function of x, y dash and all. So this is one equation and one independent variable, very easy to understand. So I have written specially for you to understand. So for a fixed x, what I do is, suppose I fixed x, I will have a fixed value of y. That is the meaning of OD. Okay, so that is the solution. Now for a fixed x, let yn and yn plus 1 are the nth and n plus 1 iteration values of y. I am not getting exact values, so some iteration values these two. Now by Taylor series, what I am doing, I am expanding that yn plus 1 stage in terms of nth stage. That's what Taylor series will do. So this, the yn plus 1, if I put x is fixed, x does not change. So yn plus 1, if I put stage, if I expand this equation, yn plus 1 iteration stage in terms of nth iteration stage, then I get Taylor series function of 1, 2, 3 variable. So it will be phi at the nth stage, then n plus 1y minus yn, and this derivative with respect to this nth stage, then this, and then next step is this. This is the first order, all 3 terms. 1, 2, 3, because 3 component is there. So Taylor series of 3 variables. Then higher order term. Higher order term anyway I am not taking, I will neglect it by assuming that the solution for large n solution are very close. So just it is a very simple Taylor series expansion. Now x, for a fixed x, y is the solution. You don't know why. So you can find out iterative solution, suppose yn and yn plus 1 instead of y. Then the situation looks like this by Taylor series. Now if n is sufficiently large, for large iteration like 1000 iteration, 1001 iteration, the values will be very close and they will be automatically satisfying the equation if the iteration going in correct direction. So for 1000 will never go, 4, 5 iteration itself things are converged. So for sufficiently large n, phi will satisfy yn plus 1 also will satisfy this equation, yn also will satisfy. This is the equation original. So if you look the n plus 1 stage iteration in terms of this, then for sufficiently large n, both approximately to 0, both are satisfying. Small error will be there for large. then if I put here 0 and 0, then equation looks like this. You see the equation. So this is 0, this is 0. So this becomes, this is, you don't know. This you can, partial derivative you can find out, and nth iteration is known. Suppose I start from 0th iteration. So 0th iteration I know. So now these, under this iterative approach, you can see that for large, sufficiently large iteration, n and n plus 1 will be connected by these equations. Now n and n plus 1 will connected. So beginning, if I start with the 0th iteration, it will not be correct, but slowly it will correct. When exactly these equation will satisfy, that time exactly this thing also going to happen. So now I write this coefficient. See here it is n plus 1 iteration, nth iteration. This is Taylor series only. So you have this. Now that can be written as this. x1 n, this is nth iteration values. Some coefficient name I have given. This is nth iteration values. This is n plus 1 iteration. Now n plus 1 iteration is unknown if you know the nth iteration. So now that this calculation directly Taylor series calculation can be written in this form. So right hand side is fully nth iteration and the coefficient is nth iteration. So n plus 1 iteration, now the equation is linear. And this is at n plus 1. N can vary from 0, 1, 2, 3, whenever it is close. Then only this equation will satisfy correctly. So equation 3, this equation 3 will satisfy correctly for sufficiently large n. Now you start with initial guess. Suppose you, and these boundary values are the solution. We started with y at 0 at alpha and y at b is beta. So for these ordinary differential, this is a single equation. Any single nonlinear equation, ODE, you don't have any technique for nonlinear ODE also. Very few are there, maybe first order, second order, there is nothing. On the syllabus also you are teaching only linear ODEs. Even variable coefficient, some regular singular point and ordinary point cases you have something, but nonlinear nothing is taught in second order. So any second order nonlinear, you can linearize in this way and you get a sequence of linear equation. Why it is sequence? Because your coefficient is not fixed. Nth iteration value is x1n, x1n is written maybe, exactly I have not written. So x1n should be this one. This coefficient is x1n, dou phi, dou y. Wherever, dou phi, dou y double dash. Wherever this coefficient you see, this one is coefficient is this one. So x1 will be related with double dash. So dou phi, dou y double dash, that will be function of x, y, y dash, y double dash can also be there. So all, I'll take another example. Instead of phi, I'll take some more example and show you. So what we are doing is, first the problem was 1, 2. See 1 and 2, this is the nonlinear equation. This equation, if you want to have iterative solution, you can expand Taylor series, then assume that for sufficiently large it is satisfying. Once it is satisfying, then it will have this equation. So I start solving this equation. By assuming for some n, it will satisfy. So wherever it is satisfied, that is your n. No need to find n. Once it satisfies, you are through, because this is the boundary condition. Boundary conditions will satisfy for all iteration, because that is the given solution. Boundary conditions are the given solution. So now how to, this problem, how to solve? This is linear. This is linear. These are the some values, 2, 3, 4 you may get. You a linear equation you can solve by any method. You can do numerical, you can do analytical, but analytical nothing you will do numerical only. So this is linear problem. You can reduce to different scheme. If you put it, will go to tri-diagonal system, then Thomas algorithm you can solve. That also will be there later. So now this linear equation, how to start with n? So I will put some n is equal to 0 initial guess. So once it is 0 initial guess, Initial case also, any solution you give that has to satisfy boundary condition. So this 2 point is there. You can join a straight line. You can write a linear solution, and then you can start your iteration process. Okay. So mainly what we have done till now, 1, 2 was the equation, nonlinear boundary value problem for OD. We have replaced by this. So I have used phi. If you have understood, very good. See, 1, 2 is a nonlinear boundary value problem. 3, 4 is a linear sequence of boundary value problem. Why it is calling sequence? Because for each n, the equation is changing. You see, coefficients are changing. Structure is okay, but coefficients are changing. Now to understand this, you take a simple example. I have explained general, Taylor series and all. Now to apply this idea, you can take a simple example. See, I'll increase this. See, now you take this example. This is nonlinear equation. X, y double dash plus this is the nonlinear term. This is also nonlinear. You cannot solve this problem. You don't know any method to solve this. In your syllabus or even MSc syllabus, nothing is there. There are all some technique. This is a nonlinear equation. There may be various techniques. So I am telling one such technique which uses Taylor series, which is Newton's type of approximation. So now this is your problem, how to solve. It is not related to fluid dynamics, not related to electrical force or anything. Anywhere you get this equation. Some nonlinear equation you get with 2 point boundary value problem. There are 2 point solution is given. How to solve this? So now what I explained, this can be taken as a function of arbitrary. See, this is one example. Now phi is here. For this equation, phi is this quantity. This minus this is phi. Okay. So if this is phi, then your linear sequence of problem is this. It will be y double dash, y dash, y, x1, x2, x3. Now what is x1? X1 is derivative of, so derivative of phi with respect to y double dash is x. X2 is derivative of phi with respect to y dash. Derivative of phi with respect to y dash here minus y square, that's all. Minus 3y square. Derivative of phi with respect to y, here one term will come, here one term. So here the term is 6y y dash plus 10y. And then what is x4? X4, if you want to forget, then you can check that back. You can go back and see you have done already earlier. This is x4. So what is x4? You see. X4 is written here. This full term is x4. This full term, you see. Correct. So for that equation also, whatever is you got, it is all calculation we have done. No, we have done the calculation. We have done the calculation. How may you calculate? This is equal to 0. This is equivalent to 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. Total 6 terms is there if you neglect higher order. Now 6 terms you check. 2 is 0. 1, 2, 3 term, 4, 5, 6 terms. So whatever non-linear is, whatever this n plus 1 iteration, this is n. So these are the 3 terms. Minus 1 I put right side. So these 3 terms, since this is one quantity, because all are at nth iteration. This is nth iteration, this is nth iteration, x1, x2, x3, and this combination. So this combination, instead of writing long expression, we have just written x4. Right hand side of equation 3x4. So okay. So now what we are doing, we are just doing one more example, that's all. So this example I have taken 5. Now x1, x2, x4 I am calculating. If this is phi, derivative with respect to y double dash is x1, that is just an x. Derivative of y dash, phi with respect to y dash is x2. Y dash derivative only this much will come. and x3 is 5 with respect to y. That will come only these and these. Okay, correct. And then x3 and x4 is x into y double dash minus 3 y square y dash minus x3 into y, x3 into y. So I got all this. Now this much big no need to write because I can use the equation. Equation is having these and another 5 y square. So you take from 5 y square, this quantity is 8. This 3 term value is 8. You see the equation. This value is 8. So I use the equation here in x4. Then I got this value. So I got x1, x2, x4. Now this is a linear problem. This problem is linear where the coefficients are this. Now you see the interesting coefficients are not constant for a fixed x and y if you get. So 0th iteration, how you get it? For 0th iteration, you have to find a solution which satisfy only these two conditions. You have to give some x such that y at 0 is 1, y at 5 is 31. Okay, what is that function? What is that function? You can take anything. 1 plus x is equal to 0, it is 1. And so you can write 6x plus 1. 6x plus 1 if you write, x is equal to 0, 1 and 6 into 5, 31. So these 2 points will satisfy by the straight line, unique straight line, 6x plus 1. Now 6x plus 1 if it is there, then what is x1? X1 is x, you can find out. Okay. And then x2 is 3y square, so 6x whole square. Then all the point you will solve the iteration system. This is the function of x, this is the function of xy. So first initial guess is the solution which satisfy these equations. Okay. And then you find out all the coefficients. So 0th solution is 6x plus 1, which satisfy boundary condition. Then you find out x1, x2, x3. So you put the values of x1, x2, x3 and then you solve for the next step. So like that you can do all this. Then you generate for this system, for this linear equation, you will have a tri-diagonal system. This is the second order finite difference scheme, this is first order. So these are all, I think in the syllabus it is there somewhere, numerical method. So you get a tri-diagonal system, so you can solve. So then after solving, you will get some y values. Okay. Then you will compare with the initial guess and the first iteration. It will not match definitely. Then you will improve second iteration and first iteration, third iteration, second iteration, like that improve. When two difference is very close to consecutive iteration, then it will satisfy this equation perfectly. And that time only you will get the solution. That you can tell as a solution of this original problem. Solution of this original problem. Because for that y, your nth iteration and n plus 1th iteration phi is 0. Because that y only will give you this satisfaction. Correct. So it is from back side you are coming to front side. So if some iteration y is obtained, that y should satisfy this linear problem, sequence of problem. Correct. So this is not related to any subject. This is just differential equation. You have one differential equation. This you cannot solve by any method. You can replace this by a linear sequence of equations and then start with initial solution satisfying only boundary condition, improve the solution. Iterative scheme. Now you cannot do by hand because how many iterations you will do by hand? You can do by hand also, whether you can calculate and all. You have, I think, some syllabus, MTech and all, or BTech also, somewhere you have. finite difference method for linear boundary value problem, OD. So there you have diagonal system and all you can solve. But if you put in program at a time, it will solve because Thomas algorithm is there for tridiagonal. But one can solve by hand also. One iteration you solve by hand, next iteration you solve by hand. But means if it is 3 by 3, suppose you divide 0 to 5 into 5 points, then you will have 4 system of equations. Then you have to solve. So those are all, if you are able to solve by hand, it is possible. That is nothing wrong. So any equation, nonlinear equation, you can get a solution. Now the story is, you are thinking that it is easy and it is effective also. We have done in research also, we have done for system of equation. Many we have done. And even other field, electrical, this, that, anywhere some nonlinear ODE comes. Nonlinear ODE, you don't know in technique. You have to use some technique, approximate technique. This will work. If you have any problem, nonlinear ODE with 2 boundary condition, you can check it. Okay. So now this is one example. First I explain general, then I explain example. Now everything is fine. All people are following or not? Sometime you have to give response.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody is following. Anybody is having doubt in solving this? Because I will go now little more complicated. That time, this is one simple nonlinear ODE problem. It is not related to research. You can do as a practice of teacher. Any nonlinear problem, you don't know any technique, learn this technique. This is very easy Taylor series technique and solve by computer, by hand, whatever you want. If you want, you take 0 to 1. What is the problem? Some other value you take, because you can have 2-point value and then number of equation may be less once you discretize. Okay. So this is the general thing I am telling, one nonlinear ODE, how to solve. Okay. Now, so all are alert. Now I will tell you one interesting thing. You have solved many linear equations, maybe 1,000, so many years people are solving in the class here, there. Okay. Now I have one question. Anybody is answer, you can answer. Have you created any time any equation? All people take equation from book and solve. That I know. Every day maybe you are solving 5-10 equations. Have you created your own equation anytime once? You tell the answer. Govindarajan, I like Govindarajan. Huh?
No, sir.
Govindarajan, you are there or not?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am there, sir.
Have you written anytime your own equation?
No, sir.
Only few times, not every time, sir.
No,
when we
what
have,
equation you have written? How you have written equation? Have you created a differential equation?
when we deal with ordinary differential equations, if it is linear type, then I created one equations.
Ah, you have just written 3y plus 5y plus 5y.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Yes.
But I'll show you how to create a complicated equation. See the next.
Yes, sir.
This is all interesting teaching. Nothing is a big thing. Later it will come. See, create your own example. Suppose you take y is equal to 5x square plus 3x plus 4. This you are taking. You assume y is 0.
Okay.
Then y at 0 is how much? 4. Because this is 0, this is 0, 4. Y at 2 is 30. So you got 2 boundary values. Now y dash is 10x plus 3, y double dash is 10. Just you differentiate. Then you write some expression, x, y double dash. See, this is I have written non-linear equation. Then I got some expression. Now this is my equation. So what is my boundary value problem? This is equation, this is one. Now you solve. Whether you are getting back this equation, you have more than one solution. Because I have taken second order equation, that too non-linear. We don't know solution is unique or not. So you can create a linear equation also. Because you write y double dash plus 5 and some x will come. Then you solve by particular integral, whether you are getting back the same solution. So this is little complication because you are taking an arbitrary solution. You take a second order or third order and then you create a second order equation and then you solve. So this is now, you see, I have created a second order equation, x, y double dash. This you cannot solve. You cannot solve analytically. I have created this equation, just I multiplied and I got some function. So this is now equation whose value at now y should be 0 at 4 and y is at 2 is equal to 30. That's what I have calculated. So now this equation, can you solve and get back this solution? You can solve by this quasi-Nielsen technique and then plot the curve and see that it will be approximately like this.
Okay.
But there are many other clue is there. This is not taught in any book, just I am telling. You may not get this solution numerically because numerically you will get only one solution. This equation may have more than one solution. So there are some problem. Okay. So now how to sort out this? This problem do not appear in research because you are taking a practical problem and then numerically you get always some practical solution only. Mathematically you get so many variety of solution which are non-existent. But numerically when you solve, you get most practical solution. And because you will take your boundary condition also some practical boundary condition also you have to this satisfying these two boundary condition you can satisfy by a straight line which is unique straight line, but these 2 points can satisfy a quadratic curve which need not be unique. You can third order curve, so by depending on your physical problem you can take. If you talk about research, there are many things are inside, but simple mathematics problem is you take an y, differentiate, create an example and solve by linearization technique and see what is the problem. Solve and verify results on your own. You may have so many problems, try to answer all those problems because you can't say everything is wrong because this is y dash, you differentiate and get an equation, you should get back the solution by some method. Okay. If you are not able to get back, then your method is not proper. Okay. You try. You create your own equation, try to get back the solution. So from any function, you can take a differential equation and then do the things, whether you know the technique. You can create a linear equation also, whatever way you want. So this way you can spend some time, and also student you can give some tips that what are the things they can do. It is not just differential equation, study and solve and then match the answer. It is not like that. You can itself on your own do many things. Correct? So this is about teaching type, how to do this thing, some interesting for the students. So now, so any doubt is there? Anything we have to tell, explain? Because now we'll go to system.
No, sir.
Anybody wants to ask anything, small thing here for this thing? Otherwise, you just see later. You just create an example. You take y and differentiate and create an example and try to solve. And coordination technique.
Here we assume.
Our research paper, you will get all reference.
Yeah, here we are assuming that this phi is a smooth function. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, partial derivative existing, all this type of this equation also you see so complicated, you can't even solve that. You don't take root over 1 plus y square, all those is not required. That much we don't get practically. Smooth function means partial derivative exists. These are all polynomial functions, so partial derivative all exist.
In general, we are assuming that the phi is a smooth function.
Yeah, smooth function means partial derivative exists, that's all.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
smooth
sir,
function also you can take. Even smooth function you take, you can't solve. See, this simple example also you cannot solve. You don't have any.
Yes, sir. Okay,
So,
sir. Okay, sir.
Partial derivative should be there. That is means polynomial equation you take. Don't go many complication, tan log y dash, all those not required. Mainly we are in the book, we get this type only. Okay. Yeah, that is good observation. Anything else? So we can go now later. I don't know. I have to go like this, I think. Okay. Then it is okay. So now you see things may look little complicated. I don't know. You just see. So now again you can go through that. See, online if you are teaching, in 1 hour you can complete 20-30 slides, but student you cannot do like that. In 1 hour you should like that. I have taught, no, this can be a one class. How much time I spend? I don't know. I can speak 2 hours, 3 hours. Time maybe almost 1 hour I spoke or what? Huh?
Sir, up to one, sir. Up to one, you can go, sir.
Up to 1 I can go, but I am telling you the hint.
45 minutes. Sir.
Okay.
See, online when you take a class, you should make only 6 to 7 slides.
Okay.
And then go, come back, because people will be comfortably in home or somewhere, and they may take the paper and solve. So you should wait for them.
Okay. And some interaction should be there. Interaction.
Yeah, interaction should be there. In between they'll ask, in between you don't talk anything, let them ask, then only things will be fruitful.
Okay.
1 hour you can learn only one small 2-3 example, that's all. So this idea, now you read from the beginning how it looks. Quasi-Newtonian method can be viewed Jensen Newton-Raphson technique that you understood because it is a Taylor series. Now non-linear 2-point boundary value problem solved by this implicit I have not explained. So non-linear is replaced by a linear sequence. These are all, each iteration step I have to solve this equation. These are all clear now. Now you take I can have a more than one system. This is written for M system. Then you see the Taylor series looks like same only, no? So you can just understand. Anyway, I'll take again one equation. I have taken 2-3 equation also there in example. So this is in the book. It will be like this. What I have given in handwritten, that will not be there in the book. That is the problem. That's the reason I have written and given. Book, it will be like this. M variable and also you will not follow. That's the reason. But things are same. Partial derivative, all are there. You see, all these terms are there. Same. So anyway, now finally you get this. That's what I have written. Then you divide the interval in this interval and then you write the derivative. This everybody knows. So this you write, then you get the tridiagonal system. Then you apply Thomas algorithm or Vargas algorithm if it is single system. Now see, this is Faulkner-Scan equation. Everybody knows, I think. Fluid dynamics people will be knowing. Faulkner-Scan equation, this is a third order equation. So we make it second order. We make it second order by assuming that f dash is df d eta, which is capital F. Now this is a second, see, this is my phi. Now if this is phi, then this is 0, infinity is there, then I linearize, I partial differentiate with respect to capital F double dash and then F and F dash, all I do, and then I put, then I get this system. And then this is a tridiagonal system. Okay. A1, Z0, Z0 is the boundary condition. B1, Z1, C1, Z2, then Z1, Z2, Z3, like that it will go up to n plus 1. So there are n plus 1 point, so capital N bar interval, and you will get finally a system of n minus 1 equation because first and last is known. So 2 if you remove from n bar plus 1, you will get n minus 1. That is algebraic system you can solve by matrix method, any method you can solve. That is the difference. So we are telling only how to linearize. This is a single nonlinear ODE. This is a single nonlinear ODE. This is a fluid mechanics problem. Okay. Anything is okay? Okay. And now you see the system of equation. See, this is our problem only. One of our students solved this problem in one research paper. This is a mixed convection problem, I think. Forward stagnation, rotating sphere. Rotating sphere, some problem, long back it is done. So this is one problem, it comes like this finally. This is 1, 2, 3 ODE, AF, G all couple. One is velocity, another is other direction velocity because it is a sphere. So it is axisymmetric flow, 2 directions are there. And this is the temperature equation, Prandtl number, all you can see. So this is the nonlinear equation. This is the boundary condition. Eta infinity you have taken as 6. Now you have written the sequence of, we have written the sequence of equation. Okay. Sequence of equation, if we write, it will come like this, 3. Now this is coupled. And then this becomes this, coefficient x1, x2, x3, all the partial derivatives, same, exactly same. And then the differentiation is written in terms of fg. Now you got a block tridiagonal system, because each capital A, capital B and Cn all are 3 by 3 matrix, because you have 3 equations. If you have 2 equation, 2 unknown, then you will have 2 by 2 matrix. So this is a matrix equation. Elements are also matrix, small matrix, 3 by 3. So see, A and B and C and 3 by 3 matrix, 3 equation, 3 matrix. So this is a coupled system. Okay. Now here I think initial condition also given. Say this is the algorithm, Varga algorithm. These are all available in the book. These are the boundary condition. In one side boundary 0, 1, 1, another is 1, 0, 0. This is velocity, then another direction velocity, and this is the temperature boundary condition. So you have, see, we have taken, by satisfying boundary condition, we have taken such profile, exponential profile, because these are all boundary layer flow problems. So here the things are growing fast. So if your system is from electrical or any physical field, then they should know initial guess, initial solution, what type it should be, whether it is a first linear equation, linear curve, quadratic curve, logarithmic curve, exponential curve. If you give that, it is better, because you may know that Newton-Raphson technique, initial guess is very important. What you are teaching for BTech student, Newton-Raphson technique, initial guess is very important. Depending on initial guess, it converges to a particular root, because it will have more than one root, non-linear equation. So here also, initial guess is very important. And initial guess is known to people because I am working in boundary layer. I know that it has to go exponentially. So I took exponential curve. If same type of equation some electrical fellow gets and his curve is logarithmic, he will take logarithmic boundary condition, logarithmic profile initially, satisfying these two condition only, 0, 1. See, if I put here 0, eta is 0, then 1 minus e to the power 0 is 1, 0. And when eta infinity, e to the power minus infinity is 0, so it is 1. So these two are the boundary conditions, satisfying these three profiles. You can take a linear profile, you can take exponential. If you take a linear profile, you may not get convergent, or you may get convergent very high iteration. So if your boundary value problem from a particular field, for a fluid flow problem, or for electrical problem, or for mechanical or civil, then they know their area, what type of solution it will be, whether it is a quadratic curve, some rough idea, that better to apply that physical idea so that the solution converge faster. That is the, so our cases we take like this. So initial profile as chosen such that they satisfy the equation. So this is nonlinear. So I have shown you 3 by 3 equation. This is 3 by 3. So this problem how to solve. This is came from a research paper. Some O'Neill might have solved. One of my students solved this problem. So this is a fluid dynamics problem. Unsteady boundary layer flow in forward stagnation point region of a heated sphere which is rotating with a time, angular velocity and all. How to get this equation, that I have not given. So this is a system of ODE. And then single ODE I told, system of ODE I told. Okay. All are same technique. So only after linearization, finite difference. That I have not explained because this technique is separate. These are all also we can explain. Okay. So now you see recently also we are using, this is 2019 one paper is there. There are some problems, study of flow, rotating, again it is some sphere only, flow past a sphere. I don't know whether you can see the equation. See, the equations are like this. So many complicated, temperature equation, velocity equation, concentration equation. Okay. After all transformation, what you got? You got this. This is a PD. How many PDEs are there? 5 PDEs are there. 5 PD, you see? No, it is going somewhere else. 5 PD. Now, see, this is the first one. How complicated here? F, eta, G, everything is there. Here, G, H. So this is a 5 system of 5 equations. Okay. 5 equation, and there are 5 boundary conditions. 5 equation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 set of equation. 5 into 2, 10 condition. 10 boundary condition. Okay. Now this one is written in this form. You see, quasi-Nielsen technique. You see the quasi-Nielsen. This is last year also we have applied same technique. PD. See, same thing. W1, W2, H1, X1, X2, Y1, Z1. Okay. And then these are the boundary condition. I wrote no I plus 1. Instead of n, they are using I. Okay. And then the coefficient you see. Coefficient also given in appendix in the paper. See, they have written our reference also. This is our paper only, my paper. This is also other paper. So in any paper you see Sai Krishnan and all, they have also used the technique. So this is PD. So I explain OD, then this is the PD. So idea is same. OD, PD, idea is same, although for OD theory is developed, for PD full theory is not developed, but what? This is my phi. I am taking phi is a function of f eta, f eta, f, fji, this is fji, g, all this. And then again you do with do phi, do f eta, do phi, do f, do phi, do g, all. So PD, OD, there is no differentiation we are doing here. Because I am assuming this is a function of this argument. This equation is nothing but a function phi of all these argument, H, S. So it is a general functional equation type thing. All these functional. Then I just do the linearization. Similarly, this equation, all these equation, phi 1, phi 2, phi 3, 5 functions, I just linearize. So OD, PD, same way, because finally I am getting a linear PD only. So if you are nonlinear, if you are doing nonlinear OD, get a sequence of linear OD. Here nonlinear PD, you get a sequence of linear PD. These are all PD. Then that nature is not changing. So nonlinear PD goes to linear sequence of PD. Nonlinear OD goes to linear sequence of OD. That's all. Rest of the thing is changed. So the technique is very simple, straightforward. Okay. So you just try to remember that quasi-linearization technique. You type in the net linearization technique, then you get our all paper. Their details are there, theory are there. You take your own example, what you are doing in the, you can teach something, prepare some small project type. Do some example, then practice for OD, practice for PD. There are many paper we have done, almost 40-50 paper are with this technique. And anybody can use. There are your places, so many people are working in research, many areas. Your SRM, you have some 100 faculty. And
Yeah, I am using, sir. I am using in my research problem.
Govindarajan, where is Govindarajan? Huh?
I am here, sir. So tell me, sir.
So you have 100 faculty.
I am here, sir.
Yes, you have 100 faculty around.
Yeah.
So all the technique you make it in one place. What are the technique people are using? You compile and keep in one place. So it will help.
Okay, sir. Actually, we have got 5 floors in our building. are distributed over the 5 floors.
So I am telling that all people are using different technique, but you compile all the technique and write in one place.
Good idea, sir.
The faculty should, your faculty itself can give lecture and make their technique is maybe applicable to other field also. Any technique is done for non-dimensional equation. Every technique is applicable in all field. It is not field dependent.
Yes, sir.
So you make you have the good option. So many people are there doing research. Let their all technique, whoever are having technique, let the writer technique 2 page, 3 page, and give it to you and keep in a soft copy. And then you can make a numerical technique, one full file, and where all the techniques will be there. 2-3 page for them, just one paper they will copy and give. So you will have a good collection and let them give lectures.
Suggestion, sir. Good, sir. Surely I will follow.
Yeah, then you will see that anybody, you people itself can give a lecture on that among teachers. Okay, that is good. Anybody is having any doubt, anything you want to ask?
Sir, whether this technique is applicable for periodic boundary value problem and integral boundary value problem?
Any boundary value problem. I am not touching the boundary values. I am only doing the non-linear to linear sequence. That linear sequence should satisfy your original boundary condition. And then you get your periodic solution, you assume, which satisfy your periodic boundary condition, and put it there and get it solution by numerical technique. Tridiagonal system, finite difference is combined with that. If you don't want finite difference to combine, any other technique, sometimes it is fully linear, Laplace transform also will work. If for periodic function and all you want. Whatever you want, you can do, but little you have to, only idea is how to tackle non-linear problem. What I have seen many places, they are following the old earlier guides method, that whatever they have done, they make it again fully Laplace transform, make it fully linear. So you assume as a sequence of linear and then you do, so that your problem is improving. Every time you are not writing one nonlinear to one linear. You are writing one nonlinear to a sequence of linear. This linear equation is improving every iteration. That is important. So it will match with the practical solution. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Applicable for any type of boundary values, because boundaries we are not doing anything. If you say boundary is a ODE, another differential equation, don't touch that. Let it like that. Only main equation you linearize, and boundaries you do same way, whatever way you are tackling. Okay, but many times non-linear equation, they are just neglecting, making it linear, approximating. So instead of that, they can do approximation. This is also approximation by proper method. Taylor series is the only approximation which works for all. Taylor series. Okay.
And one more thing, sir.
How
to identify the stopping criteria?
Start is your boundary condition only. Any solution should satisfy the boundary condition, whether it is final or starting. So start with only boundary condition. You satisfy a solution which satisfy your boundary condition. If you are solving a periodic, you are expecting periodic solution, then take a periodic function, cosine, sine, or circular, or any other periodic function which will satisfy the boundary condition. Then you start with that. That is the 0th iteration solution. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You interact. Research. You all are sitting in one room. 100 people can do many. I don't know what people are doing. And you are teaching a BTech course, that is BSc syllabus. You have studied 20 years before, and you are after that PhD and all that. For that, what you have to read? You should not read it again and again, same thing. The brain will not work. You read one time and try to remember. You are reading so many times, and that's the reason it is forgetting. See, once you give the information to the brain, before class you will read, brain will erase that because he knows that you will read again. Understood? You have to give some thinking to the brain that I will not read. Directly I will go to the class, so he will remember. Brain will remember. So you take it little casual for the classes, and you have to go slow also. Even if you take something, check in the class and read in the class and teach, does not matter. Student will understand everything. Student will know that it is not needed to remember. I think people will remember because this thing is there so many years you are teaching same thing. You will remember, and then sometime you have to think about research and new thing. Teaching also new examples. That will help. Little more involvement is required. That's all, and some interaction. Beginning you have to do interaction. Monthly once people should meet. Weekly one seminar. Everybody, just something you talk. Any other question is there?
Actually, actually, we are conducting weekly seminar in the form of colloquium in our staff among the staff members and research scholars, sir. But the problem is we have got different campuses. We have got shifting system. So at any point of time, all the faculty members will be having either class in this campus or that campus, and the
No,
timings are
some will
different for,
attend. That you don't
hostels.
bother. All need not attend. Who
That's
are,
what.
but the person should talk. That's all. All need not attend. Or some people, ours also seminar, 4 or 5 people will be there out of 40 faculties.
We get only few 5 or 6
No
faculty members
problem.
and,
5 and 6 is enough.